Hi. Okay, so I know that originally I wanted to talk about borderline personality disorder as like my first official video, and I wanted to explain like mental illness is what I go through and stuff. And also I know I look like shit right now. I'm definitely feeling some type of way at the moment, but I want to talk about when you need help, when you need the person you think that you need to confide in, like your parents, your friends, your family, your lover, whatever it is. I just want to say that you have to stop looking for it in people that don't know how to give you what you want or you need, because that's going to make you feel even worse. I've always felt like this. Um, I love my parents. I love them dearly, and they're not perfect people. Nobody's a perfect human. I'm not perfect. You're probably not perfect. Nobody's perfect, okay? I had a thing happen today where I had symptoms of a heart attack, and that's shit's scary. And I have a gene to ARVD. Which is a rare heart disease, arithmetic right ventricular dysplasia, and I have GERD. I have IBS. I have acid reflux. I've got a lot of mental and physical shit going on with me. Okay, so when the whole fucking tightness of my chest, all right in here and a lot right in here, and coming into my back is happening completely randomly. I'm just sitting here watching Bo Burnham, love him, and freaking just doing my thing, and that comes on and it lasts for like 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm like sitting here kind of like, okay, this is not going away. And then I'm sitting here looking on my phone and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm like, I know I should be safe than sorry. I should call 911, whatever. So after the symptoms subside and I stop panicking, I start getting really lightheaded and dizzy and like exhausted. Like, I mean, where I feel like I'm going to pass out, and nauseous, which are actual signs of also a heart attack. And so I initially called my dad and talked to him, and what I wanted, what I wanted was for him to just come over here, fucking hug me, and be there for me, not tell me what he did tell me, you know. And I know that in his mind that's his way of showing that he cares, and maybe that's his boundaries, whatever. But for somebody like me who does have mental illness, or just a fucking regular person in general, if that's something that you want and it's not happening, it makes you feel like shit, like you're worthless, you don't matter, fuck it, don't call the ambulance, just die. Okay. No. And that's not okay. That is not okay. Even though that is usually kind of like my first response in my head, that's not okay. And then I was told my mom was going to come over, but then there was miscommunication. So then I think, okay, my mom hates me. That sucks. I should just not call the ambulance and die. Okay, cool. So that happened twice, and with a span of like 10 minutes. And then I called my insurance card of the nurse helpline, and they're like, hey, that's scary. You should definitely go to the hospital. Great. So then I start fucking crying profusely, okay? That sucks. And I'm still feeling very alone. Like, do I even call? Like, obviously, I don't matter in their eyes. And that's what I want to bring attention to. I know, logically, that I matter. They weren't giving the attention that I want and needed and craved. So, in turn, I internalize that as they don't love me, I'm worthless, I deserve to die. And then I know that's not the case. There have been plenty of times when I've been let down. I've been let down by them because of the expectations of what I want and needed in that moment. And that happens a lot. And I want to bring attention to the fact that I'm so sure that so many people have felt this way. And if you do, I'm sorry. But you have to stop expecting those things to happen from those people that are just not wired that way. They just don't know. And even if you ask them and they can't do that, maybe that's their boundaries. Maybe they don't know how to handle it. Maybe they're scared. Maybe they're like, they don't believe it, you know? And everybody is entitled to the way that they feel. That doesn't mean they don't love you any less. But again, so many people don't understand what other people are going through. And I know for sure that they did not know that that was what was going through my head. They didn't think I'm thinking of fuck the ambulance, just die. Why would they think that? They're not in my head. Okay? So I'm doing this video especially for myself. So I can have this to look back on if I'm feeling like this again. But if this helps you, awesome. I hope that you can understand that there are people that will kind of be there for you. Like, I was sitting here waiting for the ambulance to come and I'm fucking crying because I've been in the ambulance so many times for mental health and it's scary. It's actually become a trigger for me now. Like the moment I heard those, like as soon as I got off the phone with them, with 911, I heard the ambulance and I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. I'm not ready. I don't, abort, I can't. That's immediately where my head went. And then my sister was sitting there with me, and it's not what I wanted, because I wanted my parents to be there. So I was a little standoffish, but I kind of got out of it a little bit, and she hugged me, and I just needed a hug. It didn't really matter from who. And I'm glad it was my sister. I wish I initially would have thought, my sister's here, let me confide in her, let her help and be there for me, instead of just wanting my parents. So the fact that I did have somebody was really nice. And a lot of times there's those moments when there really is nobody, and that's a really shitty feeling, because I know that you want those people in those moments and you're alone. So in those moments, what I would usually do is put on some music, play my guitar, sing, watch a show. And those are just things to do to kind of distract you. That's not actually getting human contact or a voice on the phone or a video. You know, that almost kind of makes it lonelier. And so I don't know if maybe like when you're feeling like shit and you don't have anybody, maybe you can sit here and listen to this, and maybe it might make you feel a little bit better and be like, hey, you're not the only one that's got nobody, and you actually are worth a lot. You have a life, you have a breath, you're breathing, you deserve to be here. You don't have to have a job, you don't have to fucking be happy, you know, you don't have to be any certain way. Just because the fact that you're alive and you are breathing, you are fucking worth everything. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be alive and be loved. Even when you think you don't. Even if you don't believe me. Even if, like, I'm just some random person. I know, I'm just a random person. I get it. But you fucking deserve it. And I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. Welcome to my brain part 25. It has a thing it wants to say, and then it gets sidetracked. It says the thing, and then I don't know anymore. I'm a random person, but I'm here and I love you. And I also am trying to learn to love myself even more than I did yesterday and last year. And hopefully I continue to love myself even more and understand that when I am in a conflict and it feels like I'm dying, quite potentially actually dying, that it's okay to accept help from other people that you didn't initially want it from, or if the people that you want it from aren't giving it to you, that you still are worth it. You still should keep fighting, because even if those people are in your life now, they will be later. Because like 5-6 years ago, I tried to take my life multiple times. People I wanted to be there, definitely not. I was alone. I got kicked out. I didn't really have anywhere to go or anyone to confide in. I had to do it all on my own. And I'm not really sure how like I even made it this far, but I'm grateful. And I'm grateful I have the chance to continue to learn how to love myself and potentially help people along the way. So, if you take anything from this, I'm glad. If you're not sure what to take from this, just take the fact that you are a person that deserves to live in this world and breathe and deserves to be loved. If it's not now, it's later. If you don't even believe that you're loved and people say that they love you, just try to believe it a little bit, just to get you through the day, or the next hour, or the next 5 minutes. And if you don't know of anybody that does, I do. I fucking love you, and you deserve to be here. And I'm struggling with you right here. Wherever you are, I fucking love you.